Hi everyone, it's Maggie and I'm here to share some projects with you. I joined a swap. It's a holiday embellishment swap hosted by V Virginia, who is Virginia1468 here on YouTube. Hi V. And my partner is Kameka. And of course, my mind just went blank and I can't think of Kameka's YouTube channel, but I will put it in the description box. Sorry, Kameka. A Touch of Creativity. That's it. Okay, so we were to choose a theme, and we both chose winter, not Christmas, but winter. And we were to make each other 15 different things. And the first thing we were to make was an altered frame. And this is the frame I altered. Sorry if there's a glare. It's in the middle of the night and I really need all the lighting I can get overhead. But what I did was I put these beautiful appliques around the top and the bottom there. I added some Wild Orchid Craft white roses, little pink rosebuds, and these 2 white lilies here. And on the lilies, I don't know if you can see it, but I added diamond dust. And I thought that just was a nice touch. And then pearl trim around, the inside of the frame. So that's my altered frame. And then the second was to alter a spoon. And of course, just before I started to record, a piece came off, but that's okay. I can adhere it. I think I had just used a little hot glue, so I need to use some E6000. But this here piece, I'm just gonna add on to that. And then this is the altered spoon. I wrapped a silver metallic ribbon all around the this whole part here, and the ribbon was from V, so thank you V. And then I added these dangles that I made. I thought the white ones look like snowballs, and I added a row of rhinestones going down the middle there. So that's my altered spoon. And then the third thing was to alter a cork. So let me find that. Okay, here we go. And this is my altered cork. I'll put it as far back so you can actually, see the whole thing. And then I'll show you close up what I did. On the altered cork, I added some white white material underneath, at the very underneath, and then I added a trim, one of those embroidered trims, but you really can't see much of it, but I thought it was beautiful, so I did add that. And then I added a bridal applique here, some doodad flowers, and on the top and bottom of the cork itself, I added a tiny rosette. Then at the top, there's a lobster claw clasp. In the bottom, in the back, I put some trim. It's a ruffled trim with pearls, and I added some of these clear little, I think they're called dewdrops, and some of them have a little cutout snowflake on them in the background. So that's the top of the cork. And then I made some dangles for the bottom, and I thought this just looked like a huge ice crystal. And the dangles that I made, I just wanted it, you know, to look like ice for winter. So that's my altered cork. The fourth thing was an altered matchbox, and it had to have a type of handle and a dangle on the bottom. So I used some pearl trim as the hanger. This is the actual matchbox, and it's got a dangle on the bottom. Again, I used some silver dangles that I made in beads. And then I used this little, sorry about that, this little Tim Holtz piece here that looked like a drawer pull. Now on the top, I added some peon design paper from their one of the winter collections. The little boy looks like he's throwing snowballs. I used those dewdrops again with the snowflakes behind it that I used a tiny punch on. And then in the back I just added some more snowflakes and dewdrops. And then when you open the drawer, I painted the inside and I added some little rosettes, and I will put a few little goodies inside there for Kameka. So that's my matchbox. Okay, number 5 was to alter a tiny glass bottle, and this is a Tim Holtz bottle. And what I did to this was a little applique, a real tiny piece of lace. I added some tiny pearl trim here and here, a little doily piece on top with a an acrylic flower, and then a little doodad flower here. And then inside I put some tiny pearls, which she can take out if she wants. I didn't adhere the cork, you know, so that it can't be opened up. So that is my altered bottle. Okay, number 6 was to make a chunky, well, was to make a dangle charm, but I made a chunky. We call it a chunky monkey, I guess. So this is the chunky monkey. And if I kind of spread it out, you can see why it's so chunky. I used a lobster claw clasp on the top, and then I made all these dangles. There's some clear beads, some blue ones that I used tiny pearls on. There's some pearls with those rondelles on it. And then on the bottom, I put this Jesse James bead because I thought it looked like a huge snowball. And then I also added some charms. There's a little heart that says love on it. There's also one that says believe. And then just a little charm with a vintage lady on there. And then on this one, I put a silver angel. And on this one, there's a snowflake. And on this one, this is my favorite little charm, is an ice skate. Isn't that cute? I just love that. I thought that was so cute. So this is my dangle charm. Okay, number 7 was to make a stick pin. And this is my stick pin. I used a Jesse James bead, a frosted bead. And I put a little like earring thing on the bottom so she won't stick herself with it when she takes it out. So that's my stick pin. Number 8 was to make a handmade flower and attach it to a chipboard die cut. Now this is my handmade flower. Let me just show you from far away so you can see the whole thing. I made a Trisha flower, who is a little shabby chic, as you all know. Hi, Trisha. I used some white, or I think it's organza, but I'm not positive. Some white netting with little snowflakes on there. I put a beautiful flower center in the middle that I got from Dee, who is Elegant Embellishments. Hi, Dee. And then I just added some trims on the bottom. And what I did was I attached it with, I just whitewashed one of those little clothespins, and I attached it to the die cut is actually this vintage lamppost that I cut out, and then I put a paper, a paper piece from a pad on, and then this is a graphic 45 like book page that I just adhered it both on just to give it a little weight. So that's my handmade flower. And then we had to alter a key for number 9. So this is my key. I used a Michael's key, and it's a cream colored one. I added a copper metal piece that I got from Butterbee Scraps, and then I added some doodad flowers. I added a pearl center, and I added some rhinestones, and then on the end here I added some Wild Orchid Craft tiny roses. So that's the altered key. Then number 10, we had to make an art I make. Excuse me. And this is my art I make. So you can see the whole thing. And I put it on a Tim Holtz, one of these, I don't know what you call them, but it's like a clasp thing. And then at the top, there's a piece of trim and a silver bead. And then I put this huge rhinestone. It was a pin, I believe, and this I got from Janet, who is I'll have to, I can't think of her YouTube name, but Nana JL54. Nana JL54. Boy, I'm so bad with YouTube names. But thank you, Janet. I just love this, and I hate to give it up, but it just was perfect on this metal piece that I also got from Butterbee Scraps. And then this little flower piece here I put on the back. And then for the bottom, I made 2 tiny pearl dangles, and I dangled this piece here, crystal piece for the bottom. So that's my art I make. And then number 11 was to alter a die cut. So I took the Tim Holtz, oh Oh my gosh, I can't believe my mind is just going blank. Oh, poinsettia. I used a bluish colored paper. I cut out the different pieces, adhered them, and then I added some of that diamond dust, a really thick coating that, as you can see, of that diamond dust, and a pearl to match in the middle. And I just think this came out beautiful. I really love this. So that's my die cut. Number 12, altered paper doily. Okay, this is my paper doily. It's actually a cherry lin die cut doily. I cut that out in white, and behind it I adhered a patterned paper to it. And then I put this little image here of the boy and girl with this building a snowman. I added some pearls, swirls, some wild orchid craft flowers, and some more pearls. And up here in this corner I added a wedding applique, and then I used the diamond dust again over some of the flowers, and then on the snow at the bottom of the image. So that's my altered paper doily. And then we had to hand make a card, and this is my handmade card. I made another one of those poinsettias from the die. I used this image from Peon Design. There's some background snowflake paper. I added a doily, and I added some vintage trim at the bottom. And then for the inside, I added some more paper on this side, and then I will write a note to Kameka on this side. So that's my handmade card. I'm not that great at making cards, but I do like how that one came out. And then number 14, we had to package and decorate a candy bar. Well, Kameka doesn't like candy bars, so this is what I did for Kameka. I altered a box of Skittles. So I made another handmade flower. I used a flower bridal applique, a doily in the back. I added this beautiful lace here, and then this really pretty trim from my stash. And then this background paper is also from the Peon Winter Design Collection. And I kept this one kind of simple. So that's the candy. And then lastly, we had to alter a goodie bag. And this is my goodie bag. Let me see if I can get it all in. So I left the doily open. I have to attach that, but I have to put her goodies in first. What I did was I distressed some winter paper. I added silver trim around here. Well, actually around the whole, bag except for the top. I added some white trim around the bottom, and then a different trim on the sides, this here and over here. Then I added 2 doilies and put some rhinestones in the middle. I made another one of those flowers with the flower bridal applique, and then a whole bunch of wild orchid craft flowers, little rhinestones here and there. And then I adhered some snowflakes on a few places on the bag. And then in the back, I just adhered some white cardstock and then some more vintage trim just to cover the edges up. And then I used a really pretty image for the bag, and I cut it out to match the pearl frame here, and then I just put it on some white and then some brown cardstock paper to frame it out. So that's the altered bag. So those are all the embellishments for Kameka. And then while I have you here, Kameka's birthday was, I believe it was at the beginning of the, I'm not sure if, maybe it was August. Well, her birthday passed by, and I did make her a couple of things, and I got some goodies for her, but I figured I would wait, and where I was already late for her birthday, I would wait and mail them out with her embellishments so I could just mail out everything at once. But the things that I made her, one was I altered her initial K, and I put some netting on the front, all of it, and then I put more applique, bridal applique. I made a lace flower and a beautiful rhinestone center. I added little doodad flowers and even tinier ones. You know, here I placed them here and there. This is a clay flower from my stash. I put one on each of the two corners. Oops, sorry, this really isn't going so well, but I'm almost done, so I'm just going to finish it. I found a K with some rhinestones, so I added that. And then all around the edges, I put some rosette trim, the tiny trim in cream, and then I just left the back plain because it was already white. So that's my altered K for Kameka. And then the other thing I made her was this vintage wall hanging. And I'm not sure how much I'm gonna get in, but I guess I can get most of it in. So I used some material. I kept the back plain, so I'll show you that first. And then on the bottom, I used trim around the edges to cover the stitching on the edges, and on this side I used this doily trim here. And then on the front, I'll start at the bottom. I used this beautiful trim here that I got on eBay. There's also another trim under there from my stash, and then this dangly trim here, also from my stash. Excuse me. I added some bridal appliques. I added a rosette heart from D Elegant Embellishments, a rosette, and then a handmade Vicky flower using rosettes from Artie, who is One Little Dreamer on Zibbit, and one of Dee's beautiful bling flower centers. And I backed that on a doily. And then this is another little flower here that Lily sent me months ago. I think it was the first package that she ever sent me. She sent me some flowers, handmade flowers, and this is one of them. And then I added some mini rosette trim here. There's doodad flowers everywhere. And then there's doilies. I used a large doily for the background, and then this is the image here. And I used my tutorial to, to transfer it to muslin using the multi-medium. And then I have some beautiful rose material behind that, trim from my stash, and then I use some flat back pearls all along the top, and then there's more trim, and then I hung it on a Melissa Francis hanger. So that is the wall hanging, and I hope Kameka likes what I made her. So that's it. The embellishment swap and Kameka's birthday gifts. So if you would like, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you soon because I have other videos to show you. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.